call to order the Monday, November 10th, General Government Committee meeting. I will entertain a motion for approval of the agenda.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We've come to the portion for public comment. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing none, public comment is closed. We'll move on to committee items. I'm seeking a motion and approval for the minutes.
I'll support.
Thank you. I have a motion in support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we'll move on to item 4B, equalization.
Good morning. So I am Jessica Crawford, Deputy Director for Equalization, filling in on Joe's behalf. He's unable to attend today. Last month, Joe presented our apportionment report for approval and informed you that there was a millage on the ballot that, if passed, would cause an amendment to this report. Summit Township did pass their road millage. So the only change to the report are 3-ish pages that now reflect the added 0.5 mils for their road improvement and maintenance. Once this is approved, we can submit it to the state so they can collect.
Move to recommend the approval and recommendation of the full board of the amended 2025 apportionment. Support.
I have a motion in support. Are there any questions?
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item C, finance report. Good morning, Cecilia.
Good morning. So I'm here to go over the 9/30 financial report. If you were to look at the benchmarks for September 2025, we're at 75% of our budget. For year-to-date expenditure, we are below that, which is a positive. We're at 72.4, and the 3-year average is 74.7. So our revenue percent total is at 72.7%. But if you were to look at the 3-year average, it's 78.1%, but I'll just address it now. That in prior years, we had grants for 22, 23, and 24 that we are not receiving right now. So it just looks like it's inflated, but we are perfectly fine with our revenues and where we should be. As you can imagine, every budget year is different. So for this budget year, we're where we should be. Are there any questions?
Any questions? Do I have a motion to accept the report?
Move to accept the report. Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ah, Andy.
Good morning. I'm here with the renewal request for the Highland OnBase software. That's our county's document management and retention software. I'd be happy to take any questions.
Are there any questions?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Would it be safe to say that without this software, we would be a mess?
Yeah, we are heavily invested in with this software right now. It's been integrated into workflows in Friend of the Court, the clerk's office, the Human Resources Department, and by extension of that, almost every other department in the organization, JCDOT, and let's see, I believe, the prosecutor's office was in it, but we have transitioned out of that one. So yes, there's a significant presence across multiple departments with this that would need to be reworked and replaced.
And I guess I would say that information is our stock in trade. And to gather and manage it well and protect it is your job, and thank you for doing it. Thank you to you and your crew for doing it as well as you do. And Madam Chair, I would move the adoption of the staff recommendation.
Thank you. Do we have any questions? Any questions for IT? Seeing none, I would like a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next up is the fair report.
Good morning. All right, so fair is come and gone. I was here in May and kind of highlighted what was to come of Fair Week, so now I will recap what Fair Week was. So I'll start just by the days of the week. Sunday was our opening day, agricultural day, along with the Twisted Pea Rodeo. So some new things that we added in on Sunday was our farmers market and our hay bale decorating contest, in addition to all of the other things to do down at the barns and throughout the fairgrounds, and ended the evening with the rodeo, which was always a highly attended and super exciting night. Monday is our senior day and Horsepower Monday. So we had, that's a free event for the grandstand to come and see the different draft horses. They do a pony pull as well. So that's an exciting and fun thing for the community to do for free. And then senior citizens are free to get into the fair as well and enjoy the fair food and go look at the Gumper building and all of the exhibits along with the animals. Tuesday is our Tropical Tuesday, and that was all kind of themed based off of our grandstand show, which was the Gone to Paradise, the Ultimate Jimmy Buffett tribute band that we had there. And we had also our Jurassic Kingdom Dinosaurs show, which was a free act, and our foam zone for kids of all ages or adults to enjoy. So that was a super fun day. Wednesday was our superhero day and free admission for all first responders and medical personnel. So this was the first year that we were able to offer this, and it was a really cool thing that we were able to do. We had superheroes dressed up in character, and then we also had kids come dressed up as well to go and see those characters, which was super fun, along with Touch a Truck and some other activities for them to do. And then we ended the evening with micro wrestling in the grandstand. Thursday is our Veterans Day in our large animal auction. So that's our really big day for all of the kids down in the barns. That's really what the fair is all about, preparing for it. They kind of start as soon as fair is over, picking their next animals and going and preparing and practicing and prepping for the auction. So that is on Thursday that takes place. We also brought back the pie baking contest this year, and that was a huge success for it being its first year back. So we were happy about that. And then we had the K105.3 karaoke contest, which is always fun to see the different people in the community come out. And some of them you're very shocked by how good they are. And then others you're like, okay, that was good, I guess. So that was a fun night. Thursday is also a really special day, so we open up the fair late on Thursday. So from 11 to 1, we welcome all of our ISD kids from Lyle, Torrent, and just the ISD in general. And then this year we added Central Campus, and it's just a time that they can come. We had over 400 participants with their guardian, parent, and along with siblings if they wanted to come as well. And the rides can go slower. Maybe they don't have the music on or as many lights on. And it's just sensory-friendly things to do. The kids will bring animals outside of the barn so you can kind of get up close and personal with them. So that's just a really special day for a lot of kids who otherwise maybe wouldn't enjoy the fair in that capacity or even be able to come because of other factors. So we're really thankful that we're able to do that and want to continue to do that for years to come because it's a super fun day. Friday is our industrial day this year that we kind of tied in, just wanting to recognize our local industries here in Jackson because that's kind of what Jackson is really made up of. And then we also had our NTPA tractor and truck pulls to end the evening, and that is also our small animal sweepstakes, which is a pretty cool event if you've never seen the sweepstakes. It's down at the barns, and it's really a kid might show a specific animal and be very good with pigs or SWAT or whatever it is that they're really good with. But then they have to go and they interact with all of the different animals and we'll show all of them. So it kind of stretches their, I guess, comfort level there. So that's a cool event to see happen. Saturday, last day of fair, is a big day because it's Kids Day. So all kids 12 and under are free. It's also a $2 ride day and it's the demo derby. So we kind of like to go out with a bang and have a really fun day there. We have different characters that come and visit throughout the day. We also have a magician that we had at the IEP urgent care stage, along with dinosaur show and the foam zone. All things kids. We probably have something every kid will leave with a smile and very tired at the end of the day. So that is kind of day by day kind of breakup of what Fair Week entailed. Some new things I wanted to highlight that we implemented this year was free parking. This is something that we were super excited to be able to offer. We kind of took it back from going to conferences. What is something that we can do to eliminate one more financial barrier for people to come to the fair? And that was one that we're like, we can pretty easily do with some sponsorships. So we were able to do that. Art Maine and Experience Jackson jumped right on board and we were able to offer free parking. And we had really no issues with that. The parking was fuller than normal, but also free. So nobody complained, which was really cool that we were able to offer that. And we're hoping that we can continue to do that in years to come. Some layout changes that you may have noticed if you visited was we moved the bingo tent over to the plaza, just a little bit more of a high traffic area. And then the beer tent as well, we moved to kind of one side of the food court, which was cool because we also do entertainment in there. So it allowed for live music to be throughout food court, which was kind of a nice little touch to have some background music as well. And then this was the first year that we did not utilize the American One Community Recreation Center for indoor vendor space. And this really stemmed from both buildings, the new American One Event Center and then the Community Rec Center. Each would have like 30 or so vendors. They just felt very empty, spare, and it was just kind of, people didn't have a need to go into those buildings. So we kind of looked at that, put them all in one building, the new American One Event Center, and it was full. People felt like they were missing out if they didn't go in there. So it worked out really well. And I think it actually even kind of helped the traffic flow. We had a lot of positives from our vendors that they saw more people and were able to interact. So overall, I think that was a good decision. We can always strive for getting more vendors and utilizing that building again when we get our vendor count up again. So we're excited for that. And then you probably noticed each day we did a theme day with Senior Day, Agricultural Day, different things like that. So that was new as well this year. So that was the fun of it. So how did we end? What's the data? What's the numbers? All the fun stuff there. So our attendance was up. We almost hit 94,000 people throughout the entire week. So that's up about 15,000 from last year. Super excited to see that and hope to continue to see that increase. And our projected net revenue for fair is about 70,000 that we think we'll end at come December. So we're thankful to have some money to go back into the savings account and invest into the grounds, whether that's the barns or whatever we need to do there. So we're thankful to have that. And then from the ag side, I wanted to touch on that as well. We paid out over $31,000 in our premiums. So that's all to any of the individuals who enter an animal or a still exhibit, which you would see all in the Gumper building. Most of those have premiums that go with those, and that's all funded through our fundraiser, the Beer Festival, that's in March. So we pay out just over $31,000 this year, which was a good number and also something very cool to see, and it encourages participation at the fair. And then our revenue that was generated at the large and small animal auction through the MSU Extension Office was over $700,000 this year. And then our exhibitor numbers, so we had over 3,600 entries in over 800 exhibitors. So if I entered something, I could enter multiple things, and that's where that number kind of comes differently there. So that's some of the numbers, the data side of it. And I also wanted to do a shout out to our sponsors. This year we had over $73,000 brought in sponsorships. The fair is a community event for sure, but it also takes the communities back in support. And it was great to see everybody kind of step up and want to be involved at the fair. So we were super thankful for all of them that they did, large and small gifts, in-kind gifts, everything there. And then before I wrap up there, we're already starting to plan next year's fair, but we also have some fundraisers coming up. We have some more candlelight concerts actually just downstairs coming up in January and February. Those are really cool events that we partner with JSO, and those are fair fundraisers as well. And then, of course, Beer Fest in March will be here before we know it, and Project Red in April. Any questions?
Questions, board members? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Good morning. Got my first item here is a replacement of one of our park maintenance trucks. So we've got 12 trucks that we use to transport staff, our full-time staff, as well as seasonal crews on the weekends to clean up after our 200 picnic shelter reservations and our mowing crews and things like that. So we try to plan out and schedule replacing these trucks. I think the last truck that we purchased was in 2023, but we pretty much rotate out our oldest vehicle. So this would be replacing a 2006 truck that we've got in our fleet. This is something that it's a kind of a planned expense. It was part of our capital budget that was approved last month or so, but we're bringing it now because of the long lead time. So we won't get this until next spring or early summer. So, but happy to answer any questions. That's okay.
Madam Chair, I'll move to adopt the staff recommendation. Support.
I have a motion and support. Are there any questions? Any questions? This is an action item. So we will be approving the purchase of this maintenance truck in the amount of $52,996. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Great, thank you. My next item is accepting a grant for Minard Mills County Park. So this one goes back a couple of different years. 2023, we first applied for this project to make some improvements at Minard Mills, which includes replacement of the footbridge out there, as well as connecting together the picnic shelter, the playground, and all the amenities with some concrete walkways and some parking improvements. So in 2023, we were unsuccessful with that application, but we reapplied in 2024 by increasing our match amount a little bit to increase our score. That was about April of 2024. Last December is when this grant was recommended, but the funding was just appropriated just last month. So this is the formal grant offer, but that's just a little explanation on the long history of this one. But basically, to accept the grant, it's a resolution to accept this project agreement.
Do we have any questions? Entertain a motion to move that we resolve to accept the terms of the project agreement. I have a motion and support. Are there any other questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
All right. And my last item is a mower for the golf course. So this is a fairway mower. We've brought some mowers here in the last couple of years, but those were greens mowers. Last time that we bought a fairway mower was in 2017. So similar to the truck, we plan these out and schedule these out, and then we'll be replacing our oldest mower, which is a 2008. So we've gotten our useful life out of it, gotten good useful life out of it, but we're looking to replace that basically, and be happy to answer any questions.
Madam Chair, I'll move to adopt the staff recommendation. Support.
Commissioner Kennedy?
What do you do with the old mower?
We would auction them off, basically, following the county's policy on that.
Are there any other questions? Seeing none, could I have a roll call vote, please? We'll be moving this forward to the full board.
Yes, Madam Chair. Commissioner Pileski,
Yes.
Commissioner Willis,
Yes.
Commissioner Snell,
Yes.
Chair Shotwell,
Yes.
Madam Chair Walls.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great.
Thank you, Kyle. Moving on to item I, administration, third-party administration services for the CDBG grant.
You want to give an overview?
I thought we had talked before, and so we were taking it, so, okay. So, if you recall, we accepted a CDBG grant, from MEDC at the state of Michigan. We needed a third-party administrator for this program. So we had put this out to bid. CoPro did the bidding for us. It was out to bid in October, late September, October. And we received 2 bids, one from the City of Jackson and one from Community Action Agency. Attached to the item in board docs is a summary from CoPro with regards to comparisons of the 2 bids. It is recommended that Community Action Agency be awarded the bid, and both bids are also included in there as well. Happy to answer any questions.
Commissioner Willis?
Madam Chair, just for the record, I'll be abstaining from this vote. I'm employed by the City of Jackson and on the Board of Directors for Community Action Agency, so.
Thank you. Commissioner Bear?
Thank you. For the other commissioners here, I'd like you, for reference, to go to the Community Action Agency's proposal. And if you go to page 4 of 17, under the paragraph titled Approach, this is where Community Action Agency is laying out what they are going to do for us. So this is an important paragraph. This is what we can expect them to do. 4 lines up from the bottom, in brackets, it says, "It is unclear at this time how this process will be completed." I can't support approving a proposal that says something is unclear. They're supposed to be telling us what they will do, and they're also telling us that they're unclear on what they will do. That's a problem with me. I've been told that since this proposal was written, they've had conversations with the state, and they may now be clear on how they're going to proceed. So I would think that before this goes to the full board on Tuesday evening for final consideration, that this be modified, and this statement that says it is unclear, that they replace this with something that is clear. So their approach is totally known. Take out the unclear wording there and put in what is their approach now that they have learned additional data from the state. That would be my recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you for your input.
Move to adopt staff recommendation.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to claims, seeking a motion to approve the claims.
Support.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Seeing no other minutes, we'll look at the reporting schedule. Flip back to that. Next month, we'll hear from the treasurer, the county clerk, and Parks Department. We're now back to public comment. Are there any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing none, public comment is closed. Committee member comments. Seeing none, we'll adjourn to the